Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. This assignment, which is out of the manual called Communicating on Video, is the press conference. This is one of the most difficult assignments in all of the Toastmasters manuals. I've done this, so I can understand what Kate had to deal with as she prepared this speech. Now, the official purpose of the speech is to make a presentation on a controversial issue or situation concerning the speaker's company or other organization he or she represents. The speaker will then conduct a question and answer period, and the speaker is to build and maintain a positive image for himself or herself and the company or organization. Also, the setting of this particular speech was to be a live press conference, meaning it was on live television as she spoke. And so the question is, or the questions that have to be answered relative to the speech, is how well did she present herself for being thrown out there on national television, perhaps live, and did she sell her point in doing so? And I think the answer to that question is she absolutely did. She was very credible up here. She knew what she was talking about. She wasn't flustered, and she totally had control of the situation and the knowledge about what she was talking about. Now, what she avoided doing, and I don't know if there's even a way to do this given her subject, but it was not adversarial in any way. It was not something, when I gave the speech, I proposed that we were going to develop a nuclear power plant at Moss Landing. So
typical Carl.
The question and answer session was on that one. Kate chose instead to do a positive an idea for something that theoretically could happen. This is not a tall tale. I mean, this really could happen, even though, well, it was a tall tale. She told us it was. But it's something that actually could really happen. And so it was well thought out. She had her ducks in a row. We're going to use a slogan there that actually is applicable, knowledgeable, credible all the way, and presented accordingly. One of the questions it does ask about is appearance and gestures and body movements. And gestures and body movements were fine, and really so was Kate's appearance. But Kate was dressed pretty much like we are today. And if she were really giving this press conference, when you go on TV, as I know, you dress up. And so in this case, you would be have a business suit of some sort, rather than what you're currently wearing. And I know you know that. And I know you've been in situations where you've had to do that, so I'm not worried about you getting that message. But I thought it was fine. The one thing I noticed was that when I saw your notes up here that you were reading from, and to me, they were too small. I would have had trouble reading that, but you did very well. You had your head up a lot, looking at the audience. You didn't lose your place, noticeably anyway, and you were quite credible all the way around. If you ever have to do this again, I would try a hostile situation, because the question and answers, you have to be able to fend those off. That's why I asked the questions that I did, because I wanted to see how you would handle it. You turned it around completely, and made me look silly. So that's very well handled. And congratulations on getting through this speech. I look forward to the number 5 one on this manual.
Wow.